Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs and is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Eagles and the Bucs on Sunday night.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. But we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Hurts throwing right away. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season. But, Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. Like, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together. But to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who have stayed healthy, they've welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. There was the safety blitz and ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Here's Hurts to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Ethan Evans now. White now to return. A nice little juke. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 77-yard punt return. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. We know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
So if they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Pressure already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. That'll get him to knock another one away. I think maybe that tackle being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 36-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Here's Swift.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Swift again.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Done good with the extra point.
And we are tied at 7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive.
And bringing them out is the top pick in the 2018 draft. Fiery competitor from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And when you review his performance last week and the game in total, I think that he understands and his team understands they were fortunate to get out there with a victory because he was a little tentative out there and didn't throw a touchdown pass. And if I'm this defense that he's facing in this one, I'm going to bring some pressure early and see if they can get to him. Maybe he's gotten it out of his system, and now he can be a little bit looser and play more to his potential.
Ronnie Harrison that time able to make the tackle.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
This is certainly not what this offense wants to see. That's Chris Godwin shaken up following that last play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Motion man is Schwartz.
First down, here's White. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Motion man is Schwartz. White, he'll try the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 43 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10. Down at the 33. White running to the left. Dances by him. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Motion man is Schwartz. Now a give to White. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's White. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. White. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. Motion man is Schwartz. White. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on their opening drive. Just run it all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive, the rest in the double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 41.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They stay on the ground with White. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got him in. Complete. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
But 1st down, Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the driver.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. Pushes him over. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Swift diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Done good with the extra point, and they're back with it, a touchdown at 21-14. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rashad White. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Opting to run again here with White. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's got this down to the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
That's another Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Godwin, the motion man. On the give, it's White. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. On the handoff, this is White. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. On a handoff, it's White. Brought down at the 20.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Kene Nwangu taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. following the touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
DeAndre Swift and the Eagles back out there. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Out of the gun now on third down. Open man has got it, the tight end. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
Ethan Evans on now to punt.
On the return, it's White. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We saw a strong first half out of the former Heisman Trophy winner, Baker Mayfield. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Taken at the goal line. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter.
And they have made this look easy. And there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
Mayfield on play action. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Play fake. Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Mayfield off the play fake. Throw left side complete. That's Palmer. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Mayfield on first down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Buccaneers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They're going to look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
Partner, I think this will win a round very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Following the interception, Mayfield. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll try the right side here with White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Nolan Smith showing some burst there to catch him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On second down, they'll run with White, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, Mayfield. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken a 5-touchdown lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have... starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Darius Slay with a pick.
It certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out. In this one, and you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone, and now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And an Eagle first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 3rd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Well, 193 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. First down, here's White, and he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Throw left side taken in by Palmer. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Trey Palmer with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bucs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Hurts sets up to throw it. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Shaquille Barrett drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. He'll take it at the 42. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of the guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage. And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense that it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going down the road, you may have to even leave early in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So being at home is a big deal, but now they know, at least they feel like it, they're moving on to the championship round. There's got to be no better feeling. They'll get that 24-hour rule in. Enjoy that before they look forward to the next opponent.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Throwing, Mayfield. Steps away. Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 4. Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And Goddard going to have an Eagles 1st down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
1st down, Eagles.
They'll drop to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
At the 44-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles 1st down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first down, Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, and
his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Lewis-Cine. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Well, Rachaad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They go play action. Mayfield. Across the formation, he finds Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth-quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Mayfield on play action. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Under pressure, they got him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They run straight ahead here with White. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Once again, it's White. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
McLaughlin for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
It'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
They go play action with Hurts.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Lewis C.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all the way out, trying to finish it strong.
The Buccaneers are moving on in these playoffs as we say thanks for watching and so long.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.